Yeah.
It just needs moisture. Like, but like if you're on a camping trip or like on a hike and you don't have access to water, could you just put stovetop into your mouth? Probably.
Probably, yeah, and then just allow the juices of your mouth.
Yeah. Or like let a bear pee in your mouth
Okay,
while
all
you
right.
hold it open with stovetop filled in.
That's right. We're camping friends.
We are camping friends, and that's how we camp.
Oh, good. Okay, so let's get back. Oh, so here's another thing about that episode that you hated was that we got to know about the town a little more, and you and this town, it makes you so mad
It
as far as
doesn't make it. Okay, mad is not the right word. It makes me like,
it makes you say I love you.
it makes me say I love you, and then it's not returned. And then I get really mad and I tell the town that its mom is a slut. Um, no, I think that the writers think we care about this town. And they are wasting my precious viewing time telling me about the history of Stars Hollow. And I want to get back to the date and the relationships and the dynamics between characters.
And they're setting up a scene because they have literally 40 something minutes to show you
Right.
a whole
So
episode.
like when they fill 42 of those minutes with like 2 minutes of exposition about
la, la.
about the town, I'm like super annoyed. It like annoys me.
Well, here's this. So on the Gilmore Girls Reddit thread, and by the way, join our Gilmore Friends Reddit thread. For those who are already Gilmore Friends on Reddit, hello. And for those who are letting other Gilmore Friends know about Gilmore Friends, the more the merrier. Welcome, Gilmore Friends. All right, so on the Gilmore Girls thread on Reddit, it says, for those who grew up in a small town like Stars Hollow, spill the tea. I thought this was interesting because we keep saying, like, come on, how realistic is this Stars Hollow town? Here's what they say. Iced Yellow says, there are absolutely annual traditions / events that everyone participates in. Everybody knows everybody, and they know everyone's business. I wouldn't say there was a lot of gossip per se, but news did spread quickly, and that got old fast, feeling like everyone had an opinion on everything you do.
Yeah.
So there's that. Then there's Garlic and Onion, who wrote, I live in a small, artsy, quirky town in the Pacific Northwest. Wow, that sounds kind of fantastic and maybe over the top. White gazebo in the middle of our park overlooking the beach, historic downtown. Most of it is walkable. Lovely. We have our tailor, you know, the guy who magically appears for you. His name is Lou. We have our town gossip. We have ridiculous town meetings and signs in our yards for every little thing. We are all heavily involved in each other's lives. We have festivals and knit-a-thons and look for any excuse to gather together in town. It's idyllic. Sometimes I don't even know what
year it is.
What
sometimes I don't know what year it even is said like a positive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just clarifying, because
yeah,
I don't know that it doesn't appeal to me.
Well, we grew up in New York City, and
right,
I consider myself
I'm always
a
wondering
city person.
why. Like, just that's random. Like, I didn't choose where to be born, and I always wonder if I had been born in a town with a gazebo and town gossip and a Lou Taylor, would I have been drawn to New York City anyway? Because
I have that question always, and it's like, would we have saved up our money to come to New York, and would we have liked it once we got here? And we'll never know the joy of I made it to New York. Yes. Let me explore.
This is the New Yorker's pain. And like everyone, you know, we're very lucky to be born in New York City, but I always say like the one thing I wish was I've never moved here.
Mm-hmm.
And I never got to see it for the first time. You know, I never got that, like, if I can make it there, I can make it anywhere, because this is just where I was planted when I came into the world.
And I can't tell if I'm defensive about it or into it, because it's just this, like, some people come to New York City and are like, ew, you guys talked about how this is great, but there's garbage all over your city. I ran into 3 rats on the way.
Well, that's the thing, is people say it's a great city, love to visit, wouldn't want to live there. And that's how I feel about small towns. I go, this is charming. Right. Cute small town. I love this gazebo. I love these little shops. Great town to visit. Wouldn't want to live there. Yeah. And then I go back to my giant stinking rat hole city that I love.
Yeah. And I'll be defensive about it too. I'm in love with New York City. In
Yeah.
love with
Well,
it.
the minute I fall out of love, I will leave.
Yeah.
Like, but for now it's still home. It's still my place.